Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I hope that the connection remains stable enough for me to get through this video. That is my hope. I see it's saying slow connection and it's going in and out. But like I said, prayerfully, it will allow me to complete this video. Welcome to day 16 of the Believers Challenge, a challenge that is dedicated to helping us as believers increase our faith and draw closer to God by drawing closer to Him through the Word. The Word is what allows us to draw closer to Him. It is what allows us to know who He is. It is also what allows us to know who we are. So the more Word we have in us, the better we become and the closer our relationship is with Him. So that's what this challenge is about. It's about drawing closer to Him through His Word and through the knowledge of His Word. The Word is clear. We perish because of lack of knowledge. Knowledge of His Word, knowledge of who He is. So that is the goal for this challenge, and we are at day 16. So for day 16, I'm coming to you from 1 Thessalonians 5. I believe it's 5:18. And it is saying that we should give thanks in all situations, in all circumstances. This is what God requires us to do. So with that being said, I've noticed that having an attitude of gratitude takes you a long way. The more grateful our attitude is in different circumstances, it seems that we're able to push through and get to that next thing. People who operate with gratitude tend to be more accomplished in what they need to do versus those who are always moaning and complaining and whining and talking about what they want instead of being grateful for what they have. My mom used to tell me all the time, be grateful, be grateful, be grateful for everything you have. Be grateful for even every situation, because there's always someone who would love to be in your place. There's always someone who would love to do what you do, have what you have. So instead of complaining all the time about what it is that you don't have, or always wanting more, have an appreciation for what it is you do have. Now, don't get me wrong. That's not to say that we should not desire more or expect more, because I'm always in expectation for what God is going to do in my life. But at the same time, I'm always so grateful for everything that He has done and everything that He is going to do. So my attitude of gratitude, even in this point in my life, is even when I'm going through. Because you know what I say? God, you must have something on the other side of this. There's no way you're allowing your daughter to go through this and there's not going to be something on the other side of this. So I've learned, even in the midst of the mess and the chaos, to be grateful, to have a grateful attitude, because I know that God is working in the midst of it. So my prayer is that we learn to be more grateful for what we have, and also not to take the credit for what we do and what we've accomplished. I know everything that I've accomplished, everything that I am, it's not because of me. It's because of who God is. It's because God decided to bless me with that thing or with that opportunity. It really has little to do with me or who I am. The only thing I will say that I will take credit in is that my obedience to Him leads to blessings from Him. Yeah, I'll say it again. My obedience to Him leads to blessings from Him. And so the more obedient you are, the more likely you will receive His blessings. But I find that people who are always complaining and ungrateful are also the same people who are often really disobedient when it comes to God. And so they're always complaining about what they don't have. They're always complaining about what they want, but then when God tells them to do something, they don't do it, and they wonder why things are not changing, things are not moving. So I encourage you. Have a grateful attitude. An attitude of gratitude often will determine your altitude in life. So be grateful, no matter how big or how small it is. Be grateful. No matter what the situation may look like, be grateful. Because that grateful attitude will take you to places you never thought you could go. That's my message for today. Be blessed. I will see you tomorrow for day 17.